Come on, yes. Let's not do it. Yes, even without doing and tail strike. The buddy Bombardier's crappy regional jet has always fascinated me. This is the CRJ-200, which really does deserve the name of crappy regional jet. I mean, we flew it last year on the channel. It's very cramped inside, but there's obviously more planes to the CRJ series, such as the CRJ-700 Classic, which as you can see offers a bit more space. It's a little longer. Not bad at all, I think. But I think it's especially the CRJ-10000 that's always fascinated me most because of how long it is. I mean, we've always named various airplanes pencil airplanes, such as the Boeing 757 or the A340, especially the 600. We've done some extremely stupid modifications. But take a look, I mean, that's a very rideable pencil. Just put a ballpoint on the nose. It will be able to do. Like, genuinely, it's almost like, how does this airplane fly, especially with all that space here in front of the wing compared to all that little space behind the wing. Very interesting weight configuration right here. Yes, this is the CRJ-1000 by Delta Wing that they released last year, and it's obviously a very amazing add-on aircraft. But take a look, is that not a pencil? God damn it. I mean, let's take a look into the cockpit. It's very CRJ. It's maybe a little bit outdated by today's standards. But hey, this airplane still flies around today. Obviously, it's not like it's a vintage one. We can take a look at the cabin, which still isn't huge at all. It barely fits 104 passengers, and it probably isn't very luxurious. I mean, take a look at this exit sign. Like, that just seems like it's in the way. Yeah, maybe even the big CRJs are still kind of crappy regional jets. The only airplanes that could kind of be comfortable with, you know, from Bombardier or the private jets. Take a look. This is a relatively done add-on model. Take a look at this right here. We have probably the lavatory. Why did they model the lavatory so well? Really not a bad airplane for 50 euros at all. But everybody, I decided to ruin it. I mean, this flies beautifully. Shut up. Yes. With these General Electric's engines here, this airplane is still able to take off, and it probably doesn't have a lot of tail strike because of the tail being very short. Although it does have tail strike protection here, doesn't it? Very interesting. Anyway, once again, I ruined it. Let me show you my new model. Everybody, it was about time that we introduced the CRJ-10000. I mean, how much longer could the fuselage have been? I mean, it's obvious. Now this airplane can seat, what, like 160 people? Although we might encounter a problem with weight and balance, but that's a whole nother story. I wonder if this is gonna fly or not. Let's maybe see. I mean, but the surprising fact is that this airplane still works, like, you know, just technically. I don't know how I've been able to make the cockpit move by 46 feet. Let's maybe take a look at the new cabin, which is a little sparse. I haven't put any seats in yet because I thought it would be a bit dangerous. I mean, we want to fly the plane. And with this kind of weight and balance configuration, to have people sit in the front of the airplane seems a bit dangerous. But hey, let's see if we can take off out of this Key West airport. We haven't done any engine upgrades. This is the CRJ-10000. Is it able to fly? Let's find out. All right, it's got lots of power there. That's good. Yeah. 60 knots. That's good. Perfect. 80 knots. Very good. 100 knots. 120 knots. Hey, there you go. We're taking off from Key West. Key West. I'm pulling up all the way. Please take off. It is taking off. Actually, it is doing that. Yes, and we can put the landing gear up. Everything works. All right, this is in no way realistic. I've maybe messed up on the performance calculations right there. But this is the CRJ-10000, which seats a lot more people. Now, there's no way that these tiny wings are able to carry this much into the sky. Let's forget it. This is insanely cursed content here. I don't like this. I really don't like. I mean, maybe we could put a second wing here, but no. I guess it would be more realistic to also expand the fuselage in the aft section, so behind the wing. So let's try that. Yes, and everybody, I introduced the CRJ-100,000. Yeah, I mean, all right. I guess now we could use some sort of tail landing gear like the Concorde has to protect from tail strikes. Because we'll definitely have one. So come on. We are now speeding up. Barely. we probably are going to need another runway. We practically have diminished the use of the CRJ, which was to actually be able to fly to smaller airports and do regional flights. That won't be happening anytime soon. Actually, I just wonder about whether we can fly at all. Come on. We are at 110 knots and it won't fly. It won't fly. We have a tiny wing. Take a look at this. Come on. We are now at Area 51's airport. We've got like a 4,000 meter long runway. I really am just wondering, is this plane in any way able to fly? Of course, I've done the physics relatively correctly. Passengers, 500. We just saw that. Beautiful. Time to get going. We tipped over. We tipped over. That's fine. We are tipping over. Okay, let's take off now. All right. Yeah, this airplane is a bit tipsy now. Probably due to the huge length right there. I guess that's a lot of leverage right there to go wrong. Let's get the flaps out all the way now. Come on, you can do it. You are a CRJ still. You've done much work. You've been able to fit me. Come on. We are about to overspeed the flaps, and you don't care. You've got a tiny wing. You beta airplane. Come on, you are able to do this, right? And he is able to do it. All right. Here we've got a ramp right here that will definitely propel us into the skies. Come on, yes. Perhaps the weight is a bit of an issue. Something we could do is just, reduce it artificially. So we wouldn't actually be able to use all that space now. We definitely have over-exceeded the amount of lengthening you can do on the CRJ to actually make it pencil. Come on, let's take off. Come on, yes. Let's not do it. Yes. Even without doing and tail strike, we've done it professionally and realistically. I like this very, very, very much. All right, the airplane does still very much fly like a pencil would, and we've crashed again. Rest in peace. All right, about time we try landing this airplane now. Come on, let's get the landing gear down. Let's maybe see, can we butter the pencil CRJ? It does fly a little weird now. It's kind of like trying to navigate and hold still the earth if it was flat, you know? Like imagine it's like hit by a meteor and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's just what it kind of feels like now with this tiny wing. Very easy to dolphin out this airplane, but interestingly enough, once again, the aerodynamics is simulated. This plane flies relatively well, which is a little ridiculous. And maybe see if we can land it without performing a tail strike. Come on, you should be able to do this. You're a CRJ. Yes, there we go. Let me try to stop now. Full power into the reverse thrust. Take a look at that. The CRJ 100,000 has landed successfully. I believe this is a very feasible idea. Bombardier, take note. Honestly, I think this could be an incentive for Bombardier to kind of revive the CRJ, since it's, not really built anymore, as production stopped quite a while ago. I mean, this airplane now is very long, and I mean, just taxiing it, I guess, would be a challenge. Take a look at this. Let's really try to follow the taxi line on a typical airport that it would operate at. It's hard to not get this airplane to a garage. It's kind of like navigating a passenger bus through a small Italian town. Nearly impossible. This plane is like genuinely big now. I probably shouldn't be doing these videos anymore. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters. Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Fanner, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New York. You've got beautiful names.